I've been sick and it's been stinking hot. So welcome back to Shed Wars. Today we'll get this video done, I think. I had been planning to do a compost video, but there was other things getting in the way. I do, though, have found a place where I could get a load of kelp and the grass. The meadow needs to be mowed again, so maybe in the next few days. Right now, let's look over our beginner gardener bed again. The very first ripe 42 days tomato, both for our beginner gardener bed and for me completely. Come off very easily, you see, because this is completely ripe. I could have picked this like 2 or 3 days ago, but I was waiting for this video. So let's cut it and see what it tastes like, eh? Got a pocket knife here. These are all new varieties to me, so I don't know what they're going to look like inside. Very nice texture, very good taste. Now, the nice thing about growing, especially when it comes to fruits, when you grow your own, you get to pick them at just the right amount of ripeness that you prefer. It's a matter of personal preference. When you buy them in the store, they're going to pick them for maximum shipping and shelf storage. So you get what you get. You don't have a choice. Tiny Tim, I found that I liked those when they were still just a little bit orange, not quite red. But this one, fully ripe, it is a very good tomato. This is what it looks like on the inside. If I were to cut it lengthwise, there's what we've got. It is kind of a pity that the heat caused the radishes to bolt rather than bob up. But like I said in the last episode, we'll let that go right now to seed. The seed pods are more developed now, you see. We will let the seed pods dry out and we'll collect the seed for sprouting during the winter. Swiss chard. That is growing slowly because of the heat. We've had days and days of highs above 30 degrees Celsius, and once the temperatures get back down to an average of say 24, they will start to take off and grow really well. What you do with this, I could take this leaf with your Swiss chard. You take the outer leaves, not taking more than more than 1/3 of the leaves at a time, and then let them grow out again, and then you harvest the outer leaves again. The kohlrabi, none of them have started to bob up yet. They have a maximum average temperature, I think, of like 22 or something. Much lower. They're a cool season crop, and so they've been sitting there. Now kohlrabi, turnip, and rutabaga, they're all the same. And here in Newfoundland, on an average year, We just get hot weather the last week of July and the first week or two of August. And so give them plenty of water to get through, just to get through that hot period. They won't be growing during that, but keep them alive, and when the temperatures cool down again, they'll start to grow again. Spinach, I didn't say in the last video, this was self-seed, same as arugula will, and me being me, I'm going to let it do that. Also, this is in the food forest area, and so next year I'll have a bunch of seedlings come up here. But I think I want to continue with this bed as a beginner gardener bed, follow it through over time, right from native soil, and as the bed gets built up during the years, I'm going to keep this series that I have going here, keep it going. So I'll transplant the seedlings that comes from here, from the spinach, and I'll have more area prepared in the food forest area outside. I'll transplant them out there and let them do their thing. The turnips, they're actually doing pretty well considering the heat. And the more heat they're getting stressed out, so the bugs can get at them a lot more. But they'll survive it. Don't worry about the bug holes here. They'll get through that. See this turnip here? Now, the maximum size you would let them get would be about twice the diameter of this one. Past that, you're risking that they will go bitter. Turnips, they get bitter if they get too large. Rutabaga, you can let them grow as big as they want, but turnips start to go bitter. The lettuce, if you remember, they're all together in the last video. I thinned them out a bit again since the last video, but they are finally starting to really show the stress of the heat. They're getting sun scorched, and see this? It's just too hot for lettuce. I don't know what they're going to do. They're still alive, and the temperatures are forecast to drop a bit down closer to what our normal temperatures will usually is. Check this one over here, last one over. So, will they perk up and grow better? Well, that's something we'll wait and see. But they're looking fairly sickly now. The beans have done excellent. I'm quite impressed. For the late planting them, I've got pods there. And this one here, we got several pods. There's one over there with the pod almost full. So this was a wonderful success, the beans we planted there. And it looks like the bush crop cucumber. And look at the flowers this is putting out. There's the female flower there. There's a bigger one there. There's another one starting down here. So you're going to get cucumbers off these two plants here. This one over here, it doesn't have any female flowers yet, but it might grow cucumbers. You never know. We'll see. Definitely a cucumber to grow in Newfoundland. Especially you can grow them in pots, because they can get twice this size, but it's a really compact plant with, as you can see, a ton of flowers. Beets, they're not starting to bubble up yet, but they'll come along. They've got lots of time. Your potatoes are doing fine. Flower bulbs are starting. Going to get some sunflowers. I don't think they're going to be overly large, but they'll be nice just the same. As I was saying, this is the fourth take on this, so I've already eaten the peas from 2 pods. So I really only have this one that's good to show you. And he's not quite full yet. When they're full, even this back, it'll be straight across for a bit, and the front is starting to curl in. But I'll take this one and open it anyway. There we are. If you got a bit of a nail, you can run your nail down that seam. This seam right here. Beautiful set of peas. The pod is inedible. Not that it tastes bad, you can chew on it, but it's so fibrous, it's very difficult to chew up. The peas, however, even though they're not sweet like the sugar snaps, they are still quite delicious, fresh out of the pod like that. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up for me if you did. And if you want to follow along, both in my journeys for the food forest, the presentation garden, and especially this beginner garden, follow it throughout time, starting from native soil. Hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.